I will appreciate absolute silence in this auditorium, please. No walking around. There's a seat for everybody to sit down. Thank you. I have the greatest honor and privilege to respectfully invite the Chancellor, Are Afe Babalola, to the podium.
Please take your seats. Good morning, everybody. A happy day indeed. I was very happy and I was moved when we sang the upward anthem. For the past 11 years, I've never seen such a rousing, sentimental applause. And that joyful pronouncement came from this side of the hall. And as if you are not part of it, you did not join them. That is those on the left side. Are you happy or not? Today I'm very happy. Your parents are there watching you. And we have important people from all parts of this country joining us on this joyous occasion. And I want to stop a little because I can see one of your greatest admirers in the person of the Honor of Ife coming in. Give me a round of applause. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not holding brief for the Honor of Ife. But those of you who are lawyers know what is called res ipsa loquitur, which means the thing speaks for itself. We know what the road or the roads in Nigeria are like. Sir, I'm sorry you have to go through bad road. And I know, and I put up a defense on your behalf, that is because of the bad road that you were late. You are forgiven, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to adopt the existing protocol, but it will not be fair if I do not mention in particular that supportive governor of my state, Governor Biodun Abayomi Oyebanji, aka Bao. I greet all the royal fathers here, and in particular, I want to pay special tribute to those people who have traveled from far away Vancouver in Canada, where people there right now are sleeping about 8 hours behind us. I have in particular, I want to refer to Dr. Laird. Is he around? Please stand up, give him a round of applause. He and Dr. George came all the way from Vancouver to be part of this ceremony. Give them a round of applause, please. Sounding one, too. I'm sure when they go back to Canada, they will have something to say about us. I've been in Vancouver myself, and I can compare my university with theirs. I want to pay special tribute to another important world citizen who is here to be part of this ceremony, but who is going to be given an award for his contribution to nationhood. His name is His Excellency Chief Emeka Ayoku, GCON, GCVO, CFR, former Secretary General of the Commonwealth, who delivered a most impressive and educative convocation lecture yesterday. Over the years, I've heard and listened to lectures, but to me, this was the best lecture I've ever listened to. Please rise up, let us know you. His Excellency Emeka Ayoku, stand up for your recognition, please. Give me a round of applause. Thank you. Thank you. He has traveled throughout the world and was appointed the Secretary General of the Commonwealth for many years. I'm going to circulate a copy of the lecture to the Department of International Relations. I also want to seize the opportunity to introduce to you the former Justice of Supreme Court, retired, forced to retire, because he still had 9 years more on the bench when his people wanted him to become the Emma of Lafia. Please stand up for recognition, sir. And lastly, but not the least, we have decided to honor a woman who is a most successful business lady. She's highly qualified, but like I told you, she chose to be an entrepreneur. Her name is Mrs. Victoria Donla Sampson, Managing Director of Bovas. Are you here? Please stand up. Stand up properly. Give her a round of applause from that side. Thank you. Thank you. I thank the Almighty God for bringing you here, for bringing the parents here, for bringing all of you here to witness our 11th convocation ceremony. It has been an unbroken one, and I can beat my chest and tell you there's no university which has had 11 convocation ceremonies in 11 years. We are the only one. To my dear parents, I love you. Thank you. I I thank you for choosing Abuad. I told you your 4 years with 4 years, your 5 years with 5 years. Is it not correct now? Thank you. We thank you for appreciating the value of quality and functional education. We are the only university that offers residential education in this country. For higher education. There is no university where you do not have those living outside. 80%, 30% are living outside. I was the former Pro-Chancellor of the University of Lagos. More than 80% of my students were living outside. And yet, you had the chairman of council when he said, certificates are given for learning and character. How can you guarantee good character for a student who comes in from his house about 9 a.m., tired, and who leaves for his house at 2 o'clock, and doesn't come to class on Saturday and Sunday? What character are you guaranteeing? But here, you stay in the hostel, close to the classroom, no use of bicycle or any car, and they study throughout the day and night, and teachers are there in the night. We're able to monitor them. Even when their father or mother dies, we say, look, your parents will take care of the dead. Remain here and study. This is why you are here. And so when they come out, they're not only trained in learning, but they are well trained in character. And I say we are the only people train students in learning and character. I will deal with that later. Thank you very much. Congratulations. Now to my graduating students. Stand up. You have been sitting for a long time. All stand up. Turn to your parents and say, thank you, 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 thank you. Now, sit down, my students. Now, a word for you, my students. Today is your day. The success stories of those who have graduated before you should challenge you. You have a duty to keep this flag of superlative achievement flying. One of you graduated about 6 years ago, a lawyer, now in Lagos, has the chambers of more than 10 lawyers. He has his own building as his chambers. Not only that, he has an estate now in Lagos. But beyond that, he has offices in Dallas. One of you. Give him a round of applause. I've told you, don't mind whether there's economic depression or not. Once you are armed with the certificate from abroad, you are respected by any employer. But beyond that, what we train you, what you are trained for here, is not only to obtain certificate and go to your parents. Mommy, I have my certificate, look for a job. No. You know what we trained you for. It is to use the education which we gave you, to use your hands and to develop yourself and be your own employer and employer of others. Even with my own humble beginning, I was offered series of employment. When I got one degree after the other, I said, no, I want to work on my own. And my poor mother, an illiterate, said, go and work. No, I say I want to work on my own. If I had stayed in civil service or worked in civil service, I would have retired many, many years back. In fact, I would have been dead long ago. What we taught you, what we asked you to do after leaving this place, is what you must do. Make your parents proud. Like I told you, you'll be better than this poor man. Give a round of applause for that. Who we are, what we are, and the way people see us can be gleaned from the multitude of goodwill messages from the past presidents, past heads of state, former governors, the NUC. Let me stop at that. The NUC representative is here. Augusta, you stand up for recognition. Give a round of applause. He's representing the NUC. What NUC said about us is, Abad is a benchmark. Abad is a reference point. Abad is the leader in education. It's in writing. Correct? Is it not correct? It is. What we need in this country is quality education. When you have quality education, you have power. When you have power, every other thing is submerged. We have given you quality education. We have given you character. And what character means that you are a reliable person, you are a trustworthy person, you are a kind person, you believe in giving, and you are going to be the leader people want. Our problem in this country is leadership. Our country in Africa is leadership. People believe that when they come out of the university, they should go and work, or alternatively, go to politics. As I told my audience a day also yesterday, I was the president of the University of Lagos, and there are people from the University of Lagos here who can bear witness to it. A young man came out with first class in chemistry, and had the highest score that year. I called him. I said, "I'm going to give you a scholarship to do your master's." He was very happy. He agreed. He passed his master's. I've forgotten all about him. Then he came in and said, sir, thank you for the scholarship given to me. I said, yes, go to proceed to your PhD. He said, no. Why? He said, my colleague who was in class with me in secondary school did not go to university. He's the chairman of the local government of my state, of my place. He's riding a car. He has orderly. He has a house. I was depressed. I said, what do you want to do now? I want to go to politics. Oh. I wept inside me. That is what your country has made of Nigeria. The only business in this country today, which is lucrative, is what? Politics. I do not say you cannot be a politician, but if you are a politician, it'll be different from what you have now. Who think that politics is for making money? Politics is for service. I was a councillor before, I never had a kobo. I was a pro-chancellor before, I never had a kobo. Because I see it as service. People go now to make money from public money given to them. You will not be part of those people. And yet you be leaders. You be leaders like your founder, by the grace of God. Give yourself a round of applause if you agree with me. I can't hear that. My suggestions are, one, I suggest to the federal government to revisit the large number of private universities as approved in the last few years and ensure conformity with the rules. I have an AUC here now, member here. Before we started this university, we were required to have a piece of land, a plan, and some buildings on the land. And we were given only 2 colleges then. Today, what do we have? Gentlemen, parents, we have witnessed the approval of over 100 private universities without following the rules. You could not, in our case, you could not proceed to do law or do engineering on so many years, 8 years, 10 years, and so on. They even give approval now to start a private university in the first year to study medicine. The facts are there. A new university, private university, to start law in the first year. The facts are there. I know we do not follow rules. We do not follow laws. That must stop. I'm urging the federal government to look into the private universities established recently. All of them who have not followed the law should be scrapped. Private universities are special universities registered as non-profit universities. In other words, they are not made for profit. Any extra money must be invested in the university. And that is why all the great private universities in America are the best. Enough is enough. I'm going to write a letter about it. You are silent. You should give me a round of applause for my suggestion. Secondly, I've said it earlier. How can you mentor a character when a private university allows 2/3 of its students to stay outside? Then you are not different from public universities. You go to Yale, go to Stanford and other private universities. Only those who can afford it can go there because they know when they come out of that place, they are good in learning, they are good in character, and they are the future leaders. These are the future leaders. We have mentored them. We have educated them. My hope in Nigeria depends on these people. And the more of this type of university you have, the better in the country. Thank you. God bless you.